What's going on, guys? My name's Eddie, and I'm bringing you my movie review on Chronicle. And Chronicle is a movie about three kids that find superpowers inside a cave, and how they use them, and how they are tempted to, use them for bad or for good. So, right off the gate, it's told from a perspective of Andrew, and Andrew's one of the three main characters. He's the youngest one. He's the one with the most problems. He's been picked on his entire life. You can tell he's been picked on. He is nerdy. He's socially awkward. His mom is dying. His dad's just a drunk and a douchebag. So his situation is bad overall. Matt is his cousin, and Matt is kind of Andrew's only friend, even though they really don't get along all that well. Matt just kind of takes him to school, and Matt has some sort of a complex where he thinks he's better than everybody else. He always quotes philosophers, and he will go to parties, but he will blow it off like, "Oh, this is so lame. I don't even know why I'm here." And people see right through that. So he's just kind of one of those hipster kind of guys. So they both don't have very many friends, but they do go to a party, and that's where we meet Steve. And Steve is an all-American kind of guy. He's the captain of the football team. He is a scholar. He does really well in school as grades go. He is charismatic. He's outgoing, and he's going for class president. So he's just one of those guys that are always in our school, the overachievers. So, and they kind of, through their powers, they make a kind of a mismatched trio, because the hipster, the nerd, and then the jock become best friends through this bond they create by having these powers. Because nobody else has these powers. You can't go to some random person and tell them you can move things with your mind. And also, Andrew, all of a sudden, like, he throughout the movie, they hint that he is not stable, but also Andrew's the strongest one mentally, meaning that he can do more things with his mind than both Steve and Matt combined. And that was evident from the beginning, since they had their superpowers, because Matt kind of struggled to get one Lego off the ground, while Andrew could just pick these things up, make a statue like it was nothing, which actually led to some really good shots with the camera, like the little camera that they had, because it's kind of like a found footage type of film, and the fact that they had powers played a role in the way they shot the movie. He got some really nice angles because Andrew could just control the camera and the way it looked by just thinking about it with like a little fraction of his mind. But anyway, they learn how to fly. They really become best friends. But Andrew's still not stable because he has a really bad parent. His dad is just a complete ass. He was a firefighter, and then he got hurt, and I guess he's depressed, and he feels like not a man because he can't provide for his family. Again, his mom is sick, and Andrew's dad just kind of blames everything on him. So anything that him as in Steve and Matt try to do as in help him, kind of just it helps a little bit, and until he gets home, and Matt's or Andrew's dad just kind of ruins everything. And towards the end, towards whenever the climax of the movie, Andrew's dad just kind of shatters any hope that there's left for Andrew. Did I say Matt? Anyway, Andrew's dad just kind of shatters everything by telling him he's a good for nothing, telling him that it's all his fault. Why does he have his expensive camera whenever they can't afford the medication for his mom? And that kind of just breaks Andrew, because we all knew that it was going to happen, because Andrew was this little nerd who got picked on his entire life, and now he has these superpowers that are stronger than both Steve and his cousin Matt. So we kind of knew he was going to snap. And when he does, he snaps in a big way. I'm not going to give anything away, but there is a big fight between the main characters, and Andrew just kind of pushes everybody away. he goes into a berserk mode, and it really shapes the movie, and it really, that's the strong point of the movie, because throughout, until then, you got to see what kind of jokesters it would be. With, I mean, any teenager would be with the superpower. I'd scare some little kid. I'd I'd move a car. I don't know. I'd pull off a lot of pranks, but it'd be hard not to, get everything you wanted, seeing as you have that much power. And it was just cool to see how actual teenagers would react. And by actual, I mean they did a good job at making them feel relatable. You could relate to Andrew if you've been picked on. You can relate to Matt if you just kind of feel that you are too mature for your age group. And Steve, if you're one of those overachievers, you'll relate to him too. But anyway, I'm running out of time here. Um, the final few scenes of the movie were actually great. They were really well shot. They the story really thickened, and then the climax happened, and it was awesome. But the ending wasn't as strong as I thought it could be. I thought that we were gonna see more. But anyway, with that, I might interest you to go see it because I definitely recommend it. I'd probably give it an 8.5, a 9. And if you like this video, you can thumbs it up. If you really like me, you can subscribe. But anyway, guys, that's it. Peace.